I tried to walk up the stairs and my heart was palpitating, so it was beating so fast, and I was so out of breath. I was sitting on my landing thinking to myself, there is definitely something really wrong with me. Hi, my name is Krzanicki and I was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia in October 2021. It started in July when I had some really uncomfortable mouth ulcers. They were excruciatingly painful. I went to the doctors and got some antibiotics. I think I had 2 rounds of antibiotics, but every time one cleared up, another one came back. So I was taking a lot of ibuprofen, a lot of paracetamol, on and off constantly. Eventually things subsided, but then in September I started to feel really tired. I started back in the new academic term because I work in education, and whilst I'd had a nice long summer break, I didn't feel as though I'd had any rest at all. My heart was palpitating constantly and I was really breathless. I became really worried one day when I found I couldn't even walk up the stairs, and when I get to the top of the stairs I had to sit down because I was so out of breath and my heart was beating so loudly. The following morning, I just knew I couldn't get out of bed, and that's when my husband said to me, you need to get an appointment at the doctor's. I contacted the doctor and talked things through, and he said, we'll have a blood test. You know, I thought maybe I was anemic. I just thought of things that it could possibly be. I'm not the kind of person who thinks worst case scenario, and I never in my wildest dreams had imagined that I would have got the diagnosis of leukemia. I went and had my blood tests and I thought I'll get the results back. There'll be some medicine, there'll be something I'll be prescribed and I'll be right as rain in a few weeks' time. But obviously that wasn't the case. So I got a call at 4 o'clock from my doctor saying, could I come to the surgery? Was I able to drive to the surgery, or could somebody bring me to the surgery? I said, no, that's fine, I can drive down because it's 2 minutes up the road. And he said that there were some concerns regarding my blood tests. They've been sent to the local hospital and the hospital would like me to go that night. I think it was then that I realised that something was really, really wrong. So he put a letter together for me that I had to take to A&E, and I had to go home. My husband came back from work and then I had to go straight to the hospital. And I think it really dawned on us both then that something serious was wrong, because even then the doctor didn't tell me exactly what was wrong with me. He said, we suspect it could be a number of things, but the hospital would like you to go in for further tests, so it probably looks like you'll be there for a couple of days, so pack a few things. And then when I got to A&E, it was really, really busy, but I was whisked straight through. I had bloods taken again. I was isolated in a room. And that's when my husband and I looked at each other and went, yeah, something's really wrong here. And that's when obviously my world sort of came crashing down around me.